Give me a thumbs up if you hear. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me this afternoon. We will get started shortly. Just a couple of reminders before we get started. Be sure that you have a space free of distractions. You have your personal journal, a favorite pen, a post-it, or a notepad, and your favorite drawer. We'll get started shortly. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us in this Sunday afternoon. I would like to remind you that for this workshop, you will need a space free of distractions, a personal journal, your favorite pen, a post-it or a notepad, and your favorite drink. We'll get started shortly. All right. Thank you, everyone, again for being here today. We're going to get started. Today's workshop is about visioning, and I am Dr. Alma Gonzalez de Castillo, the founder of Soulful Evolution Company. And I have been an educator for 20 plus years, a researcher, an advocate, a leader, a mentor, a coach, a mom, and a wife. And I've also recently engaged in learning and organizational change and being a change agent for those that are seeking personal and professional growth. And my journey started in 2012. In 2012, I got married and started a family. And that's when everything changed for me. I started to question what was the meaning of life, what was life meant to be for me and for my family, and what did that entail in terms of my professional and personal goals. Fast forward to 2019, my family and I moved to a new city, and we moved just in time for COVID. And so, what that did for us was provided some time to reflect on who we were as a family and also what were our own individual personal growth goals that we had. Uh, for ourselves, but also thinking about how do we want to show up after COVID as our authentic selves, and then how do we create once we exit the COVID era, the life that we desire. Is this what we were meant to do? Is this our calling? Is this our just cause? And so from 2012 to 2019, it was truly a time of reflection, of doing the job in education, but also reflecting on what's out there and what more and what is our legacy. And so 2019, between 2019 and 2022, really led for me to take a deep dive and engage in learning. And I enrolled in the doctoral program at Baylor and graduated in December 2023. And that's truly what jump-started my journey in searching for the life that I desired. And I launched the Soulful Evolution website just to put my thoughts out there, present myself to the world as my authentic self with my beliefs, my values, and who I truly wanted to be by doing blogs. So for a whole year, a year and a half, I was just blogging. And it was a way for me to um, get the world to have an opportunity to get to know me, who I was, and what I valued, and what my thoughts were, and what I had to offer. So it was kind of therapy, just blogging about my experiences, my learnings, and then how I was connecting my real life to what I wanted to be. And that's really what started my journey that eventually led to me realizing my true self and my authentic self and showing up is helping others. That's what brings me joy. That's what brings me fulfillment. And so the soul foundation and the just cause for creating soulful evolution is really to ignite transformation by empowering individuals and organizations to embrace their full potential. I've always operated in that sense of what can I do? How can I show up in service to help others succeed and reach their goals? And so with this work, we aim to create a ripple effect of positive change, one person at a time, one team at a time, and one organization at a time. So that is a little bit about my journey. I would like to hear more about you. What brings you to our time together this afternoon? By answering 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, which one of these sounds most like you? Are you in number 1? Or you've always wanted to start a growth change, a personal growth goal, or you started to seek and look for opportunities for right strategies to engage in such change? Or are you in number 2 right now, where you've already started to a change process, but you haven't grown as fast as you would like? Or are you in number 3, you have grown and you want to enhance your growth even more? What brings you to our space tonight? Wonderful. I see a lot of twos and threes in the chat. I see a two and I see a three, and we have participants who are in between or who are right at the start of the changing process but haven't grown fast enough yet, and then those that have grown but want to enhance their growth. And so, regardless of whether you find yourself and you identify with one, two, or three, you are truly in the right space. It's important for us to recognize that our growth journey is individual, it's unique, and it's very personalized. And so there's no wrong way to do it. There's no pathway defined or decided for one person. It truly is one's personal journey, and it takes time and different, and it looks different for everyone. I have someone in the chat right between one and two. That's also a great starting point. You are definitely in the right space to explore your next level of growth. All right, so in this workshop, what you will learn is one, why personal growth is important, two, how to begin your journey, three, how to develop your personal and professional plan, and four, how to initiate steps to get you to achieve your personal and professional goals. If you saw the video from Daniel Pink and Oprah, why is it and they were discussing why it was important for persons to seek personal growth. And so what Daniel Pink says that foundationally for us humans, wanting to grow is something that will fulfill our lives and helping others and also bring joy to what we're doing, but most importantly, it will lead us to deal with what we have maybe in our past not done. So if we find some regret within our lives or trying to move forward that we never did, this is truly the beginning of that journey for you to let go of that and focus in on yourself to ensure that you now take the right steps to begin your journey that will fulfill your life, bring you joy and happiness. So just a reminder again before we get started with this work, set all distractions aside, turn off your cell phone, put in that post-it on your door of do not disturb. This work really takes intentionality of being present and ensuring that when you do the reflection piece, that you really tune in to your body holistically. So I will stop here for about 10 seconds and give you some time to ensure that your phone's off, that your family knows you're in a creative space of growth and opportunity, and we can get started shortly. All right, now that we have done that, let's engage in creating our own mindfulness space by bringing in our thoughts, our body, and our emotions in sync. To do this, we want to take a deep breath and exhale. We want to take another deep breath and exhale. And release any pressing thoughts, release any worries, release any emotions of being uncomfortable. Open up your heart, open up your soul, and open up your mind to possibilities. Open up your mind, your heart, and your soul to receiving what you deserve. And open up your mind, your heart, and your soul to begin a journey of growth and fulfillment. Now that we're about to begin with your journey, I do want to take a moment to recognize that not every day of your journey is going to be a journey of positivity. You might have a hard day coming up at work. You might experience some hardships. You might have a health condition you want to acknowledge. You might be able to think about your journey as it's going to be difficult. I have so much on my plate. And while I do want to recognize that professional and personal growth takes energy and intentionality to get you through those days that are hard, we want to affirm that we have what it takes to move forward. So, the purpose of positive affirmations is to help you overcome those negative thoughts that show up unintentionally, subconsciously, when we're waking up, when we're rushing, when we have a coffee in our hands out the door, we're already thinking what's in our schedule. These negative thoughts can come up and create some doubt in ourselves. But I want you to create for in the next 2 minutes your own list of affirmations that you're going to utilize as those hard days come in front of you to propel forward, to continue on the journey of growth, to continue on that journey of fulfillment, of happiness that you seek. So, your daily positive affirmations are meant to minimize that negativity that comes towards you and help yourself see that positive life in front of you. For the next 2 minutes, I'm going to turn on the music and I'm going to allow you to open up your notebook, and per page, one affirmation per page, you want to affirm yourself with as many affirmations come to your heart and to your soul of why it's important to do the work and what are those reminders you need to hear to propel you and move forward on the day-to-day life. You may begin, and I'll start the music now. All right, now that you have your affirmations, we're going to continue on this journey to begin your visualization map. when you're thinking about your personal change, your personal growth, your professional goal, your professional change, I want you to begin by reflecting, where are you right now? And where do you want to be? And what type of life do you want to create to be your best self and have your best life? And know that creating a vision and map is important because it does help you visualize and solidify your goals and aspirations and desires of the future. And so this becomes a tangible diagram of your vision, and that can lead to an increased motivation and clarity in your directions with a focused plan to achieve those objectives, those goals, those dreams that you have. So essentially what we'll be creating today is going to be that roadmap to guide your actions toward your desired outcome. And so as we transition to start creating your visualization map, I want you to keep this question in mind. What does your ideal life look like? What does it feel like? And what are the values at the heart of it? So thinking about who you are as a person, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, and how you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years, or maybe even 15 years. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that sound like? What does that smell like? That brings you pure joy. So what this will do is this will help, again, two things. One, it helps you define your vision and bring clarity, but it also helps you align your core values and your principles to create the life you want for yourself. And so this is an opportunity for you to open up your journal and begin by visualizing and thinking about the life that you want to live. And so what I'm going to do before I give you some time to create your own visualization map, I'm going to share two examples that I have. You have an example on the left-hand side that has a lot of details. You can see this person's age and the visualization map expanding 15 years. And you see consideration of starting in 2020, and then what it would mean to end 2023, 2026, 2030, up to retirement 2020, 2035. And so you start seeing pictures, words, years, and you also start to see some key soft skills that are meant to guide this work and develop into the person, that person's professional and personal goals, and how they want to show up to become their authentic self. On the right hand side, you have another visualization map that has less words, but it has a lot of pictures. And the difference between the left and the right hand side is that the visualization map on the right hand side, it's in a 10-year span. So this person created their visualization map January 1st, 2025, and they're creating it for a span of 10 years. And so now that you've seen these two examples, go ahead and open up your journal, and I'm going to turn on the music and provide 5 minutes for you to create your own visualization map. Now, the amount of years that you want to identify, or how far you want to go into the future, whether it's professional or personal, that is totally up to you. There's no right or wrong way of creating a visualization map. Use these as your guide. 5 minutes of creating a visualization map is not enough. This is a process you want to continue to do and finalize at your own time. And know that creating this map for yourself really brings some clarity of how long do we want to extend this growth journey for? What are the milestones that we want to reach? And what is it that I would need to do between now and then to reach that? Now, what I want to do is bridge and connect the visualization map to our affirmations. What a lot of our clients have done is they have created a copy of the visualization map and they put it in a place where they can see it. And then around the visualization map, they put all of their affirmations to reassure them again that they can reach these goals and that they can create the life that they desire and that they have it within themselves to make it happen. Now, it's also important for us to know that we have some limiting factors that have prevented us from moving forward. So for the next 20 seconds, I would like for you to identify in your notebook and your journal 4 limiting factors. What are those beliefs and habits or patterns that you have that you need to release? That you need to release to create that space of growth and transformation. Know that starting by identifying our limiting factors is really a key for us to move forward. So we need to bring them to light. We need to take them out of the darkness and bring them before us so we can identify what are those limiting factors that have kept me in the dark and have not helped me grow. I'll put back the music for 30 seconds. Identify 4 of those limiting factors. Know that limiting factors are just that. These are areas of improvement. These are areas of opportunities that we can engage in to then make actionable steps, identify actionable steps to help us reach our journey. With limiting factors, it's also important for us to know that we have assets that we can utilize to then address those limiting factors. By focusing on your assets, on your knowledge, your skills, your experience, your forte, this allows you to build the confidence and the momentum that you need to move forward in your growth journey. And so for the next 30 seconds, identify 4 strengths and passions that you can leverage to create that life that fulfills you. Identifying your assets is essential to recognize who you are as a person and how you're showing up in the world and what are those assets that come easily to you. And so I had a client tell me I am a social butterfly, but one of my limiting factors is communication. And so what I want you to do now is to try to link one with the other. If I'm a social butterfly, but my communication is something I need to work on, how can I utilize that sociability that I have to then practice those communication patterns I want to improve on? And so for the next level of work, it will be just that, to identify what are those action steps you want to take now and aligning them to your assets to continue to work on to improve that area of yourself, that person, and achieve that personal goal or achieve that professional goal that you're seeking. Along with some coaching and resources and feedback, this would be a level of work you want to continue to engage in to then define if this is where I want to be in 5 years, or if this is where I want to be in 10 years, or this is where I want to be in 15 years, and these are my limiting factors. But I also know that I have these assets. Then let's identify those action steps and receive some coaching and resources that can help you propel yourself forward. Whether you're just starting this journey or you started this journey and you want to just have a kickstart on it, or you've grown so much that you're ready to take it to the next level, this is an action step and coaching cycle with resources and feedback that can help you reach your goals. We want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. This concludes our visioning workshop. If you would like more information or receive resources or just be part of a community, please join us on our website at www.soulfulevolution.com. We're also on LinkedIn at Soulful Evolution Co. and at our email soulfulevolution@gmail.com. Thank you everyone for being here this afternoon. We wish you a blessed and warm week ahead. Thank you all.